more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please, call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Rod Eccles.
And we are back for the final segment of this program, this episode, if you will, of the Rod Eccles Show. I hope if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you better see it tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to talk about it. Tomorrow I am going to talk about Game of Thrones. Latest episode. How it rolls into what we're doing here in our wonderful government, in our electoral system. And you better be up on your game. You better be up on your game, Game of Thrones, because I'm going to talk. You know who else likes Game of Thrones? Sam. Sam, you like Game of Thrones? I got to tell you, Rod, yes, I love that show. There's nothing more American than Game of Thrones. Sam, that's actually a British show. Well, yeah, well, they speak American, right? Well, so it's an American show because, those Brits speak American. Well, actually, Sam, they speak English. Well, that's American. So anytime a show speaks American, I can get behind it 155%. Okay, so Sam will be listening in tomorrow, with me talking about Game of Thrones. So you better watch it tonight if you have not seen the latest episode. What do they call? Are they calling it EPs now? I don't. They shorten everything nowadays. EPs or something. I don't know. But anyway, I will bring it full circle, obviously, and relate it to what is going on in the United States political realm. And you're just gonna have to be here to listen to it. It'll be brilliant as usual. Of course, the Obama administration has a little bit to do with Game of Thrones here, because Game of Thrones is what? It was before the Industrial Revolution. Actually, listen, this season, where if you haven't, if you've been paying attention, if you didn't know before, but it revealed a little bit about how old the kingdom is. I mean, this season is telling us that Jon Snow is the 998th Lord Commander of Castle Black. So the wall has been there for many moons, and it's and they talked about, that other characters talked about, the age, and some 6,000 years, and in an ancient city that was thousands of years before this current age, and that kind of stuff. And it's really quite fascinating to try to figure out how old all of that stuff is. But I don't exactly know how old the kingdoms are, the realm is for them, but it's kind of like not Game of Thrones, but Lord of the Rings. Because now they're ushering in the third age, and of course, they've been around for 1,000 years or so. The elves have been around much longer before then. Unfortunately, not a lot has changed over those years, those many years. But it's pretty much like human history. There wasn't a lot of huge advancement over eons and eons, and actually, you could argue the fact that we went backwards a couple of times in human history, because we had the ancient, very smart ancient known civilizations of ancient Greece and Egypt, with their fantastic mathematics and science and architecture. And then we went backwards, and then we ended up with the Roman Empire. And then we went really far backwards with them. And then, of course, we've had there are the Asian dynasties, which were pretty advanced on occasion. But it's hard to say that there were a lot of advancements that we know are considered to be advancements, because there weren't a lot for eons, for millennia. And then we get these advancements, and along with these advancements, we start getting these people that are starting to say, well, we shouldn't have done these advancements because now we're polluting the planet. And part of the thing is that we have this is from the Hill. The court rejects challenge to Obama climate rule. In other words, the court is now giving Obama pretty much carte blanche. Any administration, carte blanche, to do whatever they want. A federal appeals court on Tuesday threw out the first judicial challenge to the Obama administration's landmark climate rule for power plants. Now, the Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit ruled that the energy companies in states that filed the lawsuit had jumped the gun, and the court cannot yet review a regulation that has only been proposed but not made final. Though the decision was widely expected, it nonetheless hands the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, its first major win in defending President Obama's key executive action to fight climate change. Climate change that does not exist. Man-made climate change does not exist. And I know you have some people that'll say, well, even if we're just causing a small part of it, we should change it. Look, I am not saying pollute unnecessarily. I'm not saying just ruin our planet and our climate. Absolutely not. But when you're not at fault for doing something, then you cannot fix it. When you're not in control of it, you cannot fix it. In other words, we're not in control of Mother Nature, so we can't fix it. We can clean up a mess that we make, sure. If we have an environmental mess we can clean it up. But, when it comes to doing things like, stopping volcanoes from spewing, ash, soot, and smoke in the air, well, we can't do that. When it comes to Mother Nature changing, the jet streams in the air to points that change the weather patterns dramatically. Well, we can't snap those jet streams back into order. We have no power over that. When you have El Nino and La Nina and all that kind of other crap that they're talking about out there in ocean currents that change, well, we can't change it back. We can't do any of that stuff. We don't have any control over it. So, yeah, sure, we can, do a little bit of cleaning up. We can not pollute as much, not put as much pollutants in the air. Great. But the small amount that we have dumped in the air over the past 150 years is not going to be enough to modify or change or dissuade the climate in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's just pure arrogance to think that we could do such a thing. Now, the EPA says that they want us to do something that they can, the judge says that they want us to do something that they candidly acknowledge we have never done before, review the legality of a proposed rule. But we can't do that. But a proposed rule is just a proposal. He says, and he's right. You can't really go and rule on a proposed.